What is the best way to teach independent fingering?
Yeah, that is it's a hot button subject, yeah. Almost like healthcare or Social Security. I have known so many people that were so strongly opinionated about this, and personally, I think we do both. I think you do independent and block fingering. In case you don't know what we're talking about, block fingering is where you keep all your fingers down. Independent fingering is where you only leave the finger down that you're using. Okay, so when a student first starts to play, I usually approach with block fingering so that they start to understand a hand frame or patterns, because on the fingerboard there are no keys, buttons, frets. You have to understand what a whole step is and what a half step is. And so I have them feel a half step if their hand is big enough. As I said, everybody's got a different size of hand, and a very small hand may not even touch for a half step, but they're close, okay? After that, the problem with keeping all your fingers down is that you can exponentially create tension in the hand and the arm. And then when you try and do vibrato, it's very difficult. So when I start to talk about independent fingering, first of all, it's important that you keep the old finger down until the new finger begins, and then you're free to lift the old finger. And you don't really want it popping up. You want to keep it close to the string. But I still like to think, what is the distance? So if I'm going from 1 to 3, I still like to think, where would my 2 be if I set it down in the key that I'm playing? Say it's an F sharp or an F natural. I like to think, where would it be? So that my hand is always in tune. And then it's easiest to play independent fingerings in slow passages with lots of vibrato, so you're free to vibrate. If you're playing very quickly, it doesn't make any sense to lift a finger if you're coming right back to it. So I hope that clarifies.
I'm sure.
Okay.